Hello chickens, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Angela. How are you doing? Doing this on the weekend actually, so this is for my Tuesday video. I thought sort of loafing around on my chair then and half falling asleep today, I must get to it. So I got up and decided to focus on this today. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is, and I don't have one to show you because I'm going to do different projects in each, but I want to do the center spreads for these signatures. So I've grabbed this particular signature here. I'm going to go to the middle over here and use this page and put together two little projects on here quickly. So that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do for ease is just remove this page, which is easy enough to remember where it goes, and then we will put it on over there. So yeah, let's put that to the side. Now what I wanted to do was I wanted to grab a couple of things, a lot of things, so I'm not going to waste time showing them all to you. For the immediate project right now, I'm going to use a piece of lace. I've been looking forward to using this. It's from my lace bundle. I cut a piece from the journal pages from my Anne kit. I'll give you some measurements in a minute. I've grabbed this shabby lace background page and this here. I have trimmed them to size, so I will give you the measurements for that. And we're going to start with that. So this is going to go on the right side of the double spread. All right. So first of all, I cut out this piece. That's how I started. I cut out this piece. And this piece is 4 inches by 7 3/4 inches. Just look at the bottom there and I'll give you the centimeter equivalents. All right, so that's that. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to place it on another piece of paper. So this piece of paper I've cut pretty much the same width and length on the one side, and then I've extended it. So the full length of this is 8 3/4 inches, and the height is the same as the other, so 7 3/4. All right, so that's 8 3/4, same height as this piece here. All right, so before I go any further, what I want to do is don't worry about what's on the back here. It's going to get covered. We're going to put that over there. So you want to fold this piece then to fit this piece on. Don't stick it down yet. We're going to put some lace on. All right. So that's the first thing I want to do, and I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac ever so quickly here. Yeah, just a bit to get the lace on. All right, this is the underside. You won't have anything on your underside. This is just me reusing the paper. And I do that because it's a waste and expensive paper. Good paper. The HP Color Choice is really good. I want to just get that on over here. And I'm going to take it up to the start of those flowers. How's everybody today? How's your weekend been? I had a very slow day yesterday. Oh, so tired. But yeah, I'm doing some stuff with my food to try and address that tired, because it's not that I don't sleep properly, or I mean get enough sleep I should say. So there's, you know, something needs to be addressed. I've had enough of the tired. Let me know if you guys have the same thing. Right, we've got that there. So very quickly, I want to just meet that up there like that and stick that over the top. All right, now, if you have a sewing machine and you want to sew, this is the time just to sew around there. I'm going to do that. And if you don't, that's also all right, you know. I don't tend to do things that mean you have to sew something when you don't have a sewing machine, because I'm quite mindful that not everyone would. Okay, so let me do that quickly and I'll be right back. All right, so there we have it. And as I say, it's not a must, but I just fancied doing that today. Okay, so we've stuck that onto that first bit there, and we have now folded over what remains. Okay, now what we want to do now is take this other piece. Now this piece is 7 3/4 high, the same as all three of those, and the width, the length of this is 9 7/8 wide. All right, so what you need to be able to do is you want to stick that over the top there, yeah, and then you've got a piece that's going to go like that. All right, so that's what we're doing there. Now I am going to just take my distress ink quickly. I was so worried about the light fading that I haven't distressed the stuff that I normally distress. Not that I distress it a lot, but you know. Right, there we go. Right, so we want to get that into the fold there like that. All right, and at the end there, when it comes to the end of that piece, you're going to fold that over. Now you could make a notch and make a pocket in between these two. I'm not going to do that today, but you could. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to just take this glue stick and get it all onto this bit here, and then I'm just going to put my other glue just on the edges. I love the Uhu, it doesn't make the paper warp, which is great. Right, and then I'm just going to put a bit of the stronger glue on the edges just to make sure it's going to stay. There we go. Right, now you want to get it not into the fold line, so just be mindful of that. And I'm just looking here and there. Okay. All right, so you've got your flap over there and another flap over here. All right. Got a bit of white sticking out there, but nothing like a bit of distress ink won't solve. Yeah. Okay, so we want to just put on this piece and the other piece quickly. Okay, you want to put a piece over here. So I have got a piece of this from the journal pages, the Anne journal pages, and I just want to get that stuck down. So let's do that. One of my Christmas pages. So we'll get that onto here. I'm just going to open that up, get it onto the edge like that. And when I'm happy, we can then move it back. All right, so there we go. And with any luck, it's not going to hinder how that lies. If it does, and it's not, but I'm just going to show you, then just take your ruler and give the edge a trim. There's just a little bit of white there, so I'm going to just cut that off. But, you know, it should fit perfectly fine. Okay. I've still left the other ruler next door. Okay, so we have that. We've got that covered and we've got that covered. Isn't that pretty? Take your bone folder and give it a nice press. There we go. Right. So let's start over here then. Right, what I've done is I have taken the little background piece and the front pocket of the library pocket. This is part of my add-on kit, I think. Add-on, Ephemera. It's in there. And I've just done something I didn't want to do. I didn't want to put glue all over that. So I'm just rubbing it off. And sorry guys. This is the bit I don't want glue on. So let's just try that again. We want glue on the front side there, the front, and over there, just the three sides. All right, And we're going to get that like that. Just there, there, and there. So we've got a pocket there. All right, and then the other thing I wanted to do is I have this piece in my ephemera, and I wanted to put that at the top there. You could make this a pocket, but I'm just making it like a little label, really. A decorative piece. Just a decorative piece. Over there. Okay. Lovely. We'll put the bits and pieces in there in a minute. What's that sticking on then? All right, so on the inside now quickly, I made a pocket, well, two pockets really. This is the pocket that's in your add-on kit, and I just used that base and traced another one from one of these background pages. I've stuck some of the green that looks like this, but the apple green from the shabby. It was a scrap, and I've just made like a washi bit and put it on a fussy cut there. So we've got this one. And I'm going to put this just over here. So yeah, just over here in between the sewing lines. So perfect. Just get your little bone folder just to give it a nice squish. Like a good squish there. Okay, and then this one, I do love this. Love these pockets. They're so easy to use and so handy. Make yourself a template out of this for whenever you want to make them. But I just tend to grab what I have, one of these, and then that's always good. Right, I want to get this one pretty low down as well. So there we go. So let's go like that. Straight across there. This one, I've just taken some of the stripe paper. It was a scrap, and I put that as washi. And then just the little honey goodie there. All right, and then in the middle, I took some of this stripe paper, the lilac and the white. I cut I think it's 2 inch, no, 1 3/4 inches is the finished width, but the piece of paper was 4 inches, and I've lapped it over. So this is the one flap and the other one's underneath to a 1 3/4 inch width. I just stuck that down with glue. And then I took this double-sided ribbon, lace, I should say, and I've just put it through there. And again, I've used this nice scallop punch with this paper that I had and made a little edged board. I really like that. So easy. Don't have to get the die cut machine out or going. So this is from that freebie. I stuck that on there. All right, so I've got a little belly band now that's quite robust, and we're going to put that on over here. So I think I need a sip of water, but that's fine. We'll get there. Want to just put this across here and here. There we go. So that's going to stick down nicely. Pick that up, and we'll just get it central here. So that should be 5 inches. So this is the middle. Okay, now you can put your little clips on. I did put them over here. You know, this sort of thing, just to keep it down while it's drying. Yeah, so that's what we have so far. So we've got our little pocket there, we've got our little pockets there, and there we've got a belly band there, and this is just looking pretty. Might add something, we'll see. Okay, so while that's drying, I've got this piece of ephemera. It's been my experience that you can nearly always enjoy things if you make up your mind firmly that you will. Ain't that the truth? And the schoolhouse. And I'm going to put those in there. And then on the other side, somewhere over here, I've got this tag, and I've just put 2 bits of ribbon in there. And we'll put that in there like that. And then underneath here, I've grabbed the lovely Daisy postcard. I've backed that all onto different shabby background pages. And then this is the envelope. And I'm going to put that in here. Well, I think we'll have to take off the clips to do that. There we go. And then this bit's going to go in here. So we're making a lovely little folio so far. All right, so that's going to close nicely, except for my ribbons. Of course, you know, I've got the ribbons. And then over here, I've got the life is short and the world is wide, dear heart. We're going to put that on the side there. And then these two, the rose and the chrysanthemum, June and November. We're going to put those in there. So that's what we have so far. And that's this bit. Okay, so that's the one side. Now we're going to take this. I did think about adding some die cuts on there. I might do that still. I can always add. And that I wanted to put over here. All right, so as I said, you could have made another pocket over there if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that because there's a lot inside here. So I'm going to just get that stuck down quickly. All right, so that's this bit. Okay, and I'm going to just take my big Yankee candle, and the other one, my favorite child gave me this candle. Oh gosh, I do have sibling rivalry with my two children. Are we just going to push that up over there for the minute? All right, and then we're going to do something for the other side. So with what remains from that belly band, I had this piece of paper. All right, so this one measures 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. So really it's a square. Okay, and then what I've done is I've the end here, I have just folded that over a 1/2 inch, and we're going to glue it. So it's a square, but I'm doing it. The folds I'm making are across the grain, against the grain, against the stripe grain. So we're just going to go like that and fold that in like that. All right, and then after you've done that, from the other side, I want you just to have a 1 1/2 inch fold from the top. Okay. 1 1/2 from the left, or the opposite side to where you've just glued. And then I'm just going to take my glue stick like that and stick it down. All right, so now we're going to be able to make this, and to do that we're making a double pocket here, so you want to just get that there. And that there. There we go. All right. Now again, just take your, we've got that there like that. Right, now we wanted, this is going to be our upright position, so you've got the wider bit there and the narrow bit on the left, because that's going to go on the other side. But we've got a few things to do first. Right, so I've got a bit of this ribbon, and I'm going to run that through the middle there. I love this ribbon. Okay, so let's get that on. And you could go and stitch around the edge of this. I've done that many times, but not today. Not going to do that today. Right, so just get that over there. Grab your clip. And the same over there. Grab your clip. Just found a little bit that needs some glue. So we'll do that. Okay, so that's how it's going to go. Yeah, check that your ribbons, flowers are going up and not down. Okay, then I took this from the freebie kit. I want to stick it on the top here. All Right, so let's get some glue on here. This is from the freebie page that I put out for the Anne bundle. It's on my website if you haven't found it yet. Go look in the new this month or the freebies folder. Okay, so that's that. Perfect. And then I had a couple of bits that I wanted to stick on here. So I've just grabbed them quickly. And again, one of these, the little things. I'm going to put that over here, I think. Right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to use one of these die cuts. So it's really a case of just seeing where that's going to go. So I'm going to stick that. I'm going to make a little mark with my pencil, just so I know where I want it. And then that it's not going to be in the wrong position for when I stick these die cuts down. Right, so we'll have that here. Yeah. And then we'll take that off. I'm going to stick this like this. Yeah. I've got a green one that I'm going to stick on as well. These are just leftover bits that I have. And then a very small different color green one. We'll probably get that like that and that like that. Let me do that quickly. All right, so I've stuck those down like that. And then I've got two of these tiny flowers. I'm going to just put a green one over here. And one of the little lilac ones just over there like that. Okay, so there we go. There's that. No, I don't think there's... Oh, and I had a little butterfly. We'll have that instead. Right. Okay, so what we want now is to remove the candles. And then this is going to go in on this side. So we want to get our glue on there and here and on here. Right, those three sides, and then we want to get that just pretty even on the top there and here. Now just press down that leaf there. All right, and then we're just going to put in our little bits and pieces. So I've got a postcard with some velvet. I've sewn on a tag, again backed it onto that sort of paper. That's going to go in the top there. Then I've got this one of Anne, and again I put on one of these tabs, and that's going to go on that side like that. Then I've got the one of the house on in the valley, so we'll stick that one there. And then just wanted a bit of purple, so we've got this one here, and I'm going to just stick it like that in between the two. All right, so that's our little middle spread. We've got a little folio over here with all that interactive, beautiful stuff. Yeah. We've got that folding nicely there. This would lie better if I take out one of the ribbons, but I don't want to. And then you can always add some little die cuts over there if you choose. So let's just quickly see if I want to do that. So I wanted some pale ones, and I don't have a lot of pale ones here at the moment. So I think I'll have to have a look. Oh, here's one. Because we've got these beautiful soft green flowers there. I just thought something to there, and then maybe a little bit of lilac. Something like that, I think. I'll get those stuck on, and you'll see them in the final photos. Okay guys, so I've stuck those two down. I was going to stick this over there, but I don't want to cover the flowers, so I'm quite happy with it as it is. I think that just adds to it. And then I thought I've just backed one of the sentiments onto a scrap piece of that paper, and I thought I'd put it just at the top here because there's like a gap, and that would fill it. You're worthy of love, and aren't you just? Right, so that's going to close nicely there. So our little folio and our little double pocket, and that's our spread for today, and that's going to make up our center spread. How amazing is that? Right, I hope that you have fun making this, and let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the week. I'm going to be doing a video hopefully this week, I think for the next one. I've had a lot of people asking me about how to set up a YouTube channel and what equipment and things do you need. So I think that's going to be Friday's video. All right, so if you're wanting to know how to do that, then definitely tune in on Friday. Right, everyone, stay well. Love you lots. Bye-bye.